yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm here. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. You might as well get hyped. Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live right now as we speak on Podbean. It is being seen and heard live right now on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on the Spotlight Sports Network page. It is being seen and heard live now as we speak on the Big Time Show YouTube page as well. We are here. We are ready. We're ready just to clown a little bit. I think this is going to be a fun show today because really only one thing really to talk about as far as I'm concerned that I think that is, worth talking about for about a good hour or so. Let's see how you guys feel about it. I am sharing right now with everybody. I hope you would do the same. Hope that you would help me out at least and share this and see if we can get a few people in to talk a little Cowboy talk as we are getting extremely close to training camp. I mean, it's almost showtime, folks. I mean, it's here. It's time to buckle up our seatbelts once again for another season, another roller coaster ride. Y'all, y'all look, we might as well just go start now. A lot of y'all already ordering cases of liquor, the settle y'all self down. A lot of y'all are already, buying extra towels at your local Walmarts to cry. I look, I already know it's almost like a Cowboy care package. You know what I'm saying? You got to do these things because you already know it's gonna be some type of a bumpy year sooner or later. You know it's gonna be. We're not going 18-0. You know what's coming. I mean, look, Kellen Moore is still there. I mean, look, I'm just telling you. Kellen Moore is still in the building. Mike McCarthy is still in the building. Okay. Stephen Jones is still in the building. Okay. Jerry Jones is still in the building. Wondering if Kellen Moore gonna run the ball. That idea, y'all got it. It's still in the building. Y'all know what time it is. So it's almost time to buckle up. Okay, it's time to buckle up. We can't run from it. It's almost here. I suggest you guys get ready. I'm already ready. You see, I can joke about it. See, I'm not gonna let these boys kill me. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm getting too old for this. I done suffered too long. It's what y'all say. It's 26, 20. Look, 26 years since the Super Bowl or whatever. Look, I'm already strapping in. Okay, I hope for the best, but I'm just like a Boy Scout. But I prepare for the worst. Now, some of y'all don't like the way I'm talking already. And it's good. I told y'all, when you come to me, when you come and see me, you already know I'm going to keep it real. You know that. I ain't going to be talking all this optimistic stuff. I deal in realism. I deal in optimism when I'm preaching. You see what I'm saying? But this ain't preaching. This is what my eyes are seeing with the Dallas Cowboys, and this is what I'm going to say about it. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Jeffrey Murray say Dak Prescott is still in the building. Hey, Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie on here. Jeffrey Murray say Dak Prescott. Jeffrey Murray say we're going 12-5. I'm going to see who all on here. Who all want to talk to me real quick. Let me see what's going on here. Coach Dante, what's going on? Shane, yeah. What's up, Cincinnati crew? I see you. Miss Ty, I see you. I appreciate everybody who is on here sharing and watching. Listen, let's go to work real quick, y'all. This is simple. Now, as much as y'all know as I talk about Stephen Jones, He probably is the second most talked about person as far as I'm concerned on my show. My first, as you guys know, is probably Kellen Moore. And there's nothing positive, at least in my book, to say about Kellen Moore. I despise his play calling. Y'all know that. And then I have a problem with Stephen Jones because he's the cheapest guy I've just about done seen in my life. What's up, Joe? I see you. I have a problem with Stephen Jones because obvious moves that should be made, at least from my perspective, and probably a lot from your perspective as well, that he don't make them. You know, guys that should be free agents, acquisitions for the Cowboys, makes all the sense in the world. He don't go get them. He go get crackerjack guys, that's from practice squads and, just fill out people. Jeffrey Murray, I see. Jeffrey said he loves Stephen Jones. Well, I don't like him. To each his own. You like him, I don't. I don't feel him. I have a problem with Stephen Jones. I do. Things that could be made that spots that needs feeling. He could do it, and not only could he do it, he could do it quite easily and well and make our team better. But he does not do that. He doesn't. He goes fill out. Hey, Doug, I see you, man. And he fills out people that you don't even know. A lot of people are excited about the acquisition of Malik Jackson, who I actually like. But let's just be honest with you. His resume says he's been on practice squads. And we know we need a linebacker. And there's a linebacker that's sitting right there that came out of Minnesota by the name of, you already know, Anthony Barr, who's just sitting there. Who is just sitting there. Is just sitting there, just waiting. And what's up, Doug? I see you. And nobody's got him. And he's just sitting there, and that man would make sense on this team. It would. And it wouldn't cost much. We got the money anyway, y'all. Why are we struggling and trying to find guys, instead of getting him, we go get Malik Jackson. I like Malik Jackson. I don't want y'all to get me wrong. If you've seen his tape, most of you have already seen some of his tape. Very fast, aggressive hitter. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, Malik Jackson has not made a squad. He's been on practice squad since 2018. There's a reason why he's on practice squads. Now, I'm not saying the kid can't play. I'm not saying he's trash by no means, but I am saying there is a reason why Malik Jackson has been on practice squads and he's not latched on to a team. Why is that? I don't know yet. All I know for sure is he's been on practice squads. A lot of y'all got excited about that. I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, hey, whatever. I'm still got my fingers crossed, and I know it's a big reach to try to get Anthony Barr. He makes sense. We have the money. He makes sense. I don't know why we won't get him, but that's another whole story at another time. That's another show. I ain't even talking about that. I'm not even gonna get upset about that right now. I don't like the way Stephen Jones does it, especially when you see the other teams and what they're doing, and you are seeing the results of it. I don't care nothing about what y'all say about draft picks. I don't care what y'all say about the future. The Los Angeles Rams just won the Super Bowl, going all in. Now, they ain't worried about no dynasty. You can win a dynasty. They right in position right now to do it again this year. So I don't care. I don't care about what nobody says about how you build a football team, how you're looking toward the future. You can look toward the future when your team is young. But when your team is right there, you got guys who are veterans and they don't have much time left. You got to try to win now. Zach Martin doesn't have that many great years left. Tyron Smith is not playing for us for another 4 to 5 years. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You can build and put pieces in or whatever, but when you got solid perennial Pro Bowl, all pro players, when you got Ezekiel Elliott back there, who's not the same guy he was when he came out of Ohio State, we all know he's lost just a little bit. I'm not saying he's trash. He's not bad at all. He's actually great. He's just getting hurt now. We don't have time to be trying to, build like we did in 92 and 93 and all that kind of stuff. We trying to win now while we got guys that are ready. The Rams are moving. When you look at the AFC West, you see what's going on there. The decks are being stacked. Okay? This is how I agree with you, Brian. I agree 100%. I'm going with it. I don't like Stephen Jones. I don't like the philosophy. Yeah, you're good to get to here, but you can't get over the hump. In order to get over the hump, you got to have some over the hump type players. You got to have some over the hump type coaching. We have some over the hump type players, but what's wrong with stacking one more? Just one more. Give me Anthony Barr. We let Bobby Wagner go when he wanted to go. You heard about, I don't want Von Miller, but Von Miller wouldn't have hurt. Let's just be honest about it. He wouldn't have hurt. I wouldn't have got him, but hey, I wouldn't have been mad if we would have got him. Bobby Wagner would have made a tremendous difference with this defense. A tremendous difference. Let him go. And the Barr sitting out there. We got to go ahead and start making the move if you want to win now. Now, if you're telling me with Jacksonville Jaguars, okay, I'll get with you. I'll go ahead and say, okay, let's go ahead and just build. If we Jacksonville, yeah, I mean, I build. Let's put the pieces together. Let's grow this thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's grow it. Let's build it. I'm with you on that, but that's not what we are. No. We have to win now. Unless, of course, you done gave up and saying this ain't going to get it done. Let's just start over secretly and let's just start rebuilding. Now, if you tell me we're rebuilding, then a lot of stuff I'm saying don't mean nothing. If you tell me we're rebuilding, I'm good with it. But don't sell me on the dream of a Super Bowl when you ain't doing what it takes to get a Super Bowl. Now, that falls into Stephen Jones, who, unfortunately for a lot of y'all still want to say it's Jerry Jones. It's not Jerry Jones. It is Stephen Jones. He's in charge of the cap. He's in charge of the contracts. He makes the contracts. Jerry just kind of override it. That's Stephen stuff. We got to start focusing in where the focus should be. It is Stephen Jones. It's Stephen. It's not Jerry. If it was Jerry, we would have seen some guys getting signed a long time ago. Because Jerry was going hard at this thing. Jerry wanna win. I'm not saying Steven don't want to win. He just got a different way of doing it. And I don't like it. I'm just telling y'all, I don't like it. And if this is what I got to look forward to when Jerry Jones goes, when he passes away from this earth, if this organization is falling in the hand of Stephen Jones, I'm worried because I've got evidence to see how he works. I got evidence. I already see it. And I don't like it. Now, y'all may like it. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. Shane says this, and I really didn't want to do it, but see Shane, who's been with me for a while now, he kind of understands. Look what Shane says here. Shane is saying this year is a wash to me. McCarthy is a lame duck coach. We are building toward the future. To me, I'm looking forward to the next 2 years after this. See, I don't want to look to the next 2 years. And this is Shane's philosophy. It's nothing wrong with what Shane is saying. Don't get me wrong. It's just what I don't want that. I feel like we got a top 10 defense. I've seen defenses win championships. Give me some more folks on defense that's going to turn this from a top 10 defense to a top 5 defense. We're right there. 1 or 2 people. I want to win now. I don't have time to wait. I want to go now. I want to win now. I don't have time to wait. My guy's getting older. I ain't got to look. I don't have but maybe 1-2 more good years, real good years out of Zeke Elliott, maybe. CeeDee Lamb, okay, CeeDee just started. He got time. Dak Prescott, Dak can get it done. See what I'm saying? Tyron Smith it'll be gone in a minute. Okay, well, we got our left tackle in Tyler Smith. Okay, you moved Tyler Smith from left guard to left tackle. Here's my question: who's your left guard then? Because he can't play two positions. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So I got to have. I have to have. I want to win now. Zach Martin is great. Zach Martin is a walking Hall of Famer. Tyron Smith is a walking Hall of Famer. But they getting older. Who's your replacement for Zach Martin in about 3 years, 2-3 years? He's not going to be the same guy. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that. I got to win now. I got a top 10 defense. I ain't got no question about that. See what I'm saying? And if McCart, if it was what Shane is saying, which parts of this I totally believe. Huh? I totally believe that. I believe that Mike McCarthy is on a very short leash, even though nobody ain't going to admit it in Cowboy land. I believe he's on a very short leash. Very short leash. I've been telling you, hey, I can tell you, BAL, you're a Raider fan, but there you go. Let me tell you, whoever you are, listen, let me tell you something. If Mike McCarthy is what Shane says here, most of you believe exactly what Shane is saying. I've already told y'all, if the Cowboys get off with a slow start, man, look, can y'all imagine what they're going to be saying about McCarthy? Can you imagine the drama that's about to happen? A slow start, a real slow start. I'm talking about like 2-2 or 2-3 or and I even say this 3-2, depending on how they lose the games. Let me tell y'all, I've already told y'all. I know I was the first to say it. I told y'all, and I'm sticking with it. I was the first one to say it. You're going to hear it slowly but surely because you're going now. Most of you that been with me, you heard me say this a long time ago. If the Cowboys get out to a slow start, he's not going to make it the whole year. I told y'all by the bye week, I would not be surprised if Dan Quinn takes over for the rest of the year. And then y'all little dreams of Sean Payton and all that stuff gonna come up. That's when that's gonna happen. Not that I'm saying Payton coming or whatever. That's when the name is gonna start really just catching fire and all that. I'm telling y'all, that part I'm halfway agreeing with Shane. If he starts off fast and finishes up slow, guess what's gonna happen? Goodbye. He's in a very, very, very bad position. That almost reminds me of when Wade Phillips was the coach here and Jason Garrett was right behind him. It's almost eerie. It's almost the same thing all over again. And a lot of this stuff, this ain't really what I'm talking about. It's just a lot of this stuff is really in the hands now of Stephen Jones. Most of us that are on here, I see a lot of the names. Most of us on here have destroyed Stephen Jones. We have destroyed him. We have ate him alive. We have talked bad about him. We don't give him no credit at all. Matter of fact, there's more negative talk about Stephen Jones than positive talk about Stephen Jones. But on the day, the sun done shine on Stephen Jones. Every now and then, my grandmama said it best. The sun will shine on a dog tail. and some of y'all, they just went over y'all head. I understand that. That's old country talk. I'm sorry if y'all don't understand that. She's really just was saying that every now and then the sun will shine on a person, and those that are always seem like they're in the shade will one day have a moment where everybody will applaud them. Today, I applaud Stephen Jones, and I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic at all. I applaud Stephen Jones today because I thought he was a homer type guy who makes the wrong decisions. Number one, everybody in here complained about when Dalton Schultz got the franchise tag. We all knew that this dude is not a franchise type player. We all knew that. We didn't say he was trash. We didn't say he couldn't play. We just knew that money could have been allocated somewhere else. We knew you could have franchised somebody else. You could have, not Dalton Schultz, though. Dalton Schultz is not a franchise tight end. He's just not. The franchise tag should be for a franchise player. That's why they call it the franchise tag. It should be for a franchise player. Now, of course, you can franchise anybody in order to make your salary cap work and all that kind of stuff. So some people franchise kickers and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But Dalton Schultz is getting paid on the franchise tag like he Kellen Winslow or somebody. Huh? I mean, he getting paid. I see you, Coach Price. Coach Price. And listen, for those that can, for some reason, I'm on Restream now. I'm not on Restream. I'm on StreamYard. And for some reason, my personal channel, if you're watching me from my personal channel, your comments are not coming up in the chat group, but I can see them here. So if you want your comments on here, go to the Big Time Show, y'all, or go, better yet, go to my YouTube channel. Go now. I'll just talk until you get there. Go to my YouTube channel, the Big Time Show podcast, or go to the Big Time Show channel on Facebook, and your comments will pop up in the chat room. Right as for now, I can see your comments on my personal page, but everybody else cannot. Go there now. Go. Hurry up. Y'all know how to get there. Or if you want to join me on Podbean, well, they can't see you stuff on Podbean anyway. But go there now. Hurry up. Go there real quick if you want it. But if not, I can see it. I'll try to make sure I'm reading it. Here. Doug said that if we lose 4 games in a row, Coach McCarthy is gone. Exactly. I agree. Listen, Byron, what you saying, Byron? What's up, Ramit? I'm talking about these Cowboys now. I'm talking about them now. Byron said we have 2 years before we are going to be replacing key players. Exactly. Byron says we could have bought his contract cheaper if Steve Jones would have got off his butt. Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Joe says he believes Schultz is worth $12 million because he's Dak's security blanket. It's kind of hard to argue that because when you look at his stats, he has the receptions. He's not 1,000-yard tight end, but Dak does go to him. I'm not going to argue that technically. But when you're getting paid $12 million, you're supposed to do more than just run a 5-yard route and just drop in the zone and catch the ball, and that's it. When you get paid $12 million from the tight end position, you're a difference maker, not a security blanket. That's just my opinion. You are a difference maker. And Dalton Schultz is not a difference maker. He's not trash. He's not horrible. He's just not a difference maker. He's a security blanket. I will give you that. He's a security blanket. But he is not a dominant tight end. He's not. And he should not get paid $12 million a year. That's just my opinion. You may think that he's an all-pro tight end. You may think that he's worthy of Pro Bowl consideration. I don't see it. He's not a matchup problem. He's not a great blocker. He's not what we think is physical. He does catch the ball. I give him that. He does have, uh, he does has made some big catches. Got a lot of touchdowns. I give him that. However, however, the reason why he had these catches is because of this. What Joe just said. Even though Joe is the one that said he should get paid $12 million. I'm gonna take his comment here and just go with it. Joe said, I believe without Cooper and probably without Gallup, Schultz would be very important to our offense. I'm gonna take the opposite approach, though, because when you say a statement like that, you believe that Schultz is that dude. And what I'm saying is without Cooper and without Gallup and without Lamb, I'm saying if Schultz would be the primary target, is what you're kind of saying. I'm saying he wouldn't have nothing. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. He is not that type of dude. No, he's not. So that, I mean, you're thinking that he's able to carry the load type of dude. He's not that type of guy. He's not that type of player. The reason why he was so open and the reason why he did get stuff, linebacker on that is because of the presence of Amari Cooper, the presence of CD Lamb, the presence of a Michael Gallup. I even throw Cedric Wilson in. On the totem pole, he's not even really thought about. They feared Cedric Wilson more than they did Dalton Schultz. I ain't gonna even talk about Gallup, Lamb, and Cooper at the time. They feared Cedric Wilson more than they did everybody else. That's just the truth. That's what's going on. I would love McCarr, Coach Mars said I love Coach McCarr, the situation this year. Love it. Okay. Yeah, because he got a coach now. He got a coach because it's trouble. Byron says Zeke needs to carry the load more. That goes to Kellen Moore, which I ain't gonna even talk about. Let me get back to Steven because y'all making me lose my focus real quick. Okay, Shane, here you go. Shane throws up his theory. Shane said, "This is my theory." What's up, Jose? I see you, brother. I see you brought my brother in here. So, Jose, Shane says, "This is my theory. Stephen Jones is not spending money this year. He's getting away from bad contracts, and he's not spending money on McCarthy. He's saving for the next coach and to build the team on the next coach." It very well may be, Shane. I ain't gonna even knock you. It very well may be the case. That don't help me though as a Cowboy fan. That's all I'm saying. I want to win. I don't want to go through 18 weeks knowing I ain't got a chance to win. I don't want us to be trying to struggle in, trying to see if we're gonna win the NFC East. I don't want to be talking about one and done and I don't want to go through another year saying when they say name the NFC top teams and the Cowboys about fifth or sixth. I'm tired of that. I done had all it. And we have the team this year. Defensively, I know that with one more player, this defense can go from a top 10 to possibly a top 5 if you get the right player. That's just my thought. Offensively, we should be good enough to move the ball. We should be good enough to move the ball. We should be able to score. Yeah. Jose brings up, y'all can't see this comment here. Jose, do me a favor if you can, if you're watching. I don't know if you're following the Big Time Show page on Facebook. If you are, I need you to get off my personal page. Go to that page. I need you to copy and paste this last comment that you got. Come right back and put this comment in the Big Time Show page. If you follow me on YouTube, Jose, do that because you bring up a great point. Great point. And I'm going to read it to you just in case he leaves. Jose says, let's just say we go after Peyton. We're going to have to trade picks for him. If we do, then we'll need money to spend in free agency. But like you said, that don't help us now. Y'all know the Cowboys value free agency. Good God. Y'all know draft picks. Y'all know that they love draft picks. Come on now. They ain't trading no picks. That's what that's what they hang their hat on is the draft. Will McClay. This is when the only time we get to smile because they do a pretty good job of drafting. We do that. They ain't trading no picks away from no coach. No. They ain't doing that for no Sean Payton. No. And I would be, Jerry, this is one of these Jerry moves. He want them. He'll take them. But we ain't trading no picks now. And there you go, Jose. Jose, I hope you copy and pasted that for me. Put that comment there. Appreciate you, Jose, from coming over to I don't know where you watching me from, but I'm glad you came over. Go to I hope you copy and pasted that. I want to put that up there because Jose is absolutely right. Everybody keep forgetting that the Saints kind of own Sean Payton's draft rights. You had to trade to get him. Y'all forgot about that. He ain't no free agent. You got to do that. It's a price to pay with him. And then, most of all, y'all, for all my Sean Payton dreamers on here, let's be realistic, y'all. That's why I'm not getting excited about Sean Payton. Never have, never will. Let's look at that. Can y'all understand that in order to get a Sean Payton here, do you understand that you're gonna have to give up power? There it is. Thank you, Jose. Y'all look at that comment there. Beautifully put. Beautifully put. Y'all read that. I need everybody to kind of come in because I already spoke to it. But do you realize, I'm just adding to what Jose said. This is my brother on here. Do y'all realize that if you get a Sean Payton, do you realize that he's going to come with wanting power? Do y'all realize that? What does that mean? Sean Payton has earned the right to go wherever you go and say, look, I want to do everything. I'm over player personnel. I'm almost a general manager because I'm picking my own players. You know good and well, Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones ain't giving that up. Come on now. But y'all stop it. I don't even want to talk about that. Y'all know that they ain't giving that up. That's their claim to fame. Jerry wants to be known as the owner / general manager. Steven is the vice president of player personnel. Him and Will McClay do all that kind of. Come on now. Y'all know better. When Jerry Jones is not giving up that power. No. Coach Price says, I think after this season, he may free of picks. Yeah, he gonna be free, all right, because I don't know who you talking about, but Coach McCarthy might be free for real. I don't think he's gonna make it. I've already told y'all that. All right. But let me get to it. Then I'll let y'all go to work. What's up? Let's see. Terrence done popped in. What's up, Terrence? Listen, I applaud Stephen Jones today. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not talking about him. I'm giving him full credit today. I'm not being sarcastic. For one time, he got his stuff together. I give him credit. I'm giving Stephen Jones credit. The reason why I'm not giving them credit today is because he did not do what I thought he was going to do. I thought for sure that he was going to make the mistake of giving Dalton Schultz a long-term contract, and he did not. He did not meet the deadline, which means Dalton Schultz is playing on the franchise tag this year. And that's it. After this season here, unless he just, the Cowboys decide to pay him and it's going to cost him. But 9 times out of 10, the way it looks like is that Dalton Schultz is not going to make it. It looks like he'll be gone after the end of this year. I'm shocked that Stephen Jones did the right thing. And I applaud him today. I talked about him bad, but there's no way in the world Dalton Schultz deserves a long-term contract. Why y'all saying? Unlike some people that may believe, but Jose said, what makes me think that? He's not that guy. He's not. Not to be paying him the kind of money that some of the big boys get. No, not some of these bigger tight ends. No, sir. He is not that guy. And that's why he held out, because now I ain't got no problem with a man getting his bag now. Don't get me wrong. When you putting your body on the line like these guys do, you want to be compensated tremendously for what your body have to go through. I'm not knocking it. I'm not going off. But for Dalton Schultz to believe that he is the guy that's, say, what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Peyton again. I'm talking about your boy saying you may be able to get Peyton for no picks. I really wasn't even looking at it, Jose. Y'all comment about that. Peyton may, okay, they believe there's Coach Price. Coach Price say Peyton may be able to go anywhere free of picks. Exactly. What Coach Price said is here. Coach Price is saying, I guess what he's saying, and I guess, is that there's going to be plenty more teams knocking at the door of Sean Payton that will be willing to give him whatever he wants. I just don't believe, based off what we know about Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, I just don't believe that they're going to give him whatever he wants. That's what I'm saying. And that's why maybe, Jose, that's why Coach Price may have said that. I believe that's what is kind of leaning that way. So let me see. My coach on here, Coach Cobbs, what'd you say? I dropped through to say Dak is not better than Lamarvius and should be not be in the top 10. Coach Cobbs, I ain't talking about that, man. Talking about he's a Baltimore Ravens fan saying Dak is not better than Lamar Jackson. I ain't even talking about that. He come in just throwing shade in the game. Listen, Stephen Jones deserves credit from all of us today. I wish you guys would give him credit. I know he done burnt all of us. He does not deserve it. Here's my point. Everybody know that. Let's look at this real quick. And I guess, and let's look at this. This is a survey done by ESPN, I believe. That's pretty much accurate to me, almost accurate. Let's look at this together, and then I'll get out y'all way, and y'all can talk and whatever. This is according to ESPN. They say these are the top tight ends in the league. This is not fantasy football. They're saying these 10 guys are the best tight ends in the league, and they ranked them. Number 1, George Kittle. Number 2, Travis Kelce. Number 3, Darren Waller. Number 4, Mark Andrews. Number 5, Kyle Pitts. Number 6, Dallas Goedert. Number 7, TJ Hawkinson. Number 8, Dalton Schultz. Number 9, Dawson Knox. Number 10, Henry. Now, most people will, you can argue the top 4. To be honest with you, I can do it as well. I ain't really worried about that. That's another show for another time. I believe that Darren Waller should be flipped with Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews should be number 3. And I give Waller maybe 4. I believe that. I believe Mark Andrews is not too far away from he should be at number 3. That's me. You may think differently. But let's get down to Dalton Schultz, because that's the part I want to talk about. I believe that Dawson Knox should be number 8. And I really believe, and listen, I'm going to tell y'all this, because some people just don't know. When it comes to Hunter Henry, let me tell you something. The reason why he's not above right now is because of the team that he played for. If Hunter Henry played on a passing team, Hunter Henry may be number 6. He's that good. And he sure is better to me. Well, let me start off. Dawson Knox from the Bills is better than Dalton Schultz. That's me. Now, y'all may think different. That's up to y'all. I'm just telling you, it's just me. And I can make an argument that Hunter Henry is better than Dalton Schultz. Now, the kind of money, this is what we're talking about now. The kind of money that Dalton Schultz wants, he wants the money that the top 3 guys get. And I'm saying, like, you ain't that guy. And the Cowboys have said, you're not that guy. And everybody knows you're not that guy. Now, as I said before, I'm all with the guys trying to get money. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Get your money. I'm all for it. But he's not that guy. Y'all know that. And he really believes he's supposed to get paid that guy. Dude, you ain't even got 1,000 yards. All these guys up here that you see, they're pretty much 1,000-yard guys. They are. Goddard is not, but you know, that's because of the quarterback. But he has the ability, you know that. T.J. Hockenson is the best receiver on the Detroit Lions. Always catching balls. Knox is better than Dalton Schultz. He probably gonna make a Pro Bowl this year. Hunter Henry, y'all just don't understand. Hunter Henry is the truth. Y'all ask me, y'all just don't know it yet. Dalton Schultz is not this guy, y'all. He's not. And he should not be trying to get, look, he should not. And the franchise tag will messed it up because that's the starting pay for a yearly average. That's what the problem is. He think he's supposed to get paid like these guys. Notice Njoku is not even on this list. That's what really messed everything up. David Njoku's contract at Cleveland. Njoku getting paid like he a top 3 or top 4 tight end. He not even listed on this thing. Because everybody know he don't deserve to be on this list. And Njoku is getting paid like he's a top 3 tight end. That's what messed everything up. Njoku not even on the list, y'all. But on the list as far as getting paid, he top 3. And Dalton Schultz is saying, I'm better than Njoku, and he is. And if I'm better than Njoku, I should get paid more than Njoku. And the Cowboys and Stephen Jones said, wait a minute now. Hold up, man. Hold up now. You're not, wait a minute now. We appreciate your service now. You're not trash. You put some good numbers up for us. You scored, I think you're about 8 touchdowns. That's good stuff. But we can't pay you like Kittle and Kelsey and Njoku and Waller. We can't do that. We can't do that. You're not that guy. You're just not. And so I applaud Stephen Jones today for not biting the cookie. I applaud him today. I applaud him. I thought he was gonna do it. I thought that he was gonna do it. Joe says this because Joe is a Schultz fan. And I understand it. Joe says, so what if we lose Schultz? Who are you replacing him with that you can get those stats? Good question, and you already had an answer. That's why they drafted Jake Ferguson. And I'm telling you right now, Jake Ferguson is going to have to step up this year. We're going to find out real quick how well Joe Ferguson played. The tight end we drafted from Wisconsin, he is going to be the replacement. If Jake Ferguson steps up in any type of way, if he's faster than Schultz, if he catches the ball better than Schultz, if he always get open, like, he's gonna get it. The offense is designed for the tight end to shine because we've loaded it with receivers that demand attention. So their teams, defensive coordinators don't mind giving up the middle of the field or a tight end, especially with a tight end that's not going to really destroy the linebacker. Yeah, he'll catch the ball, but as a vertical threat, Dalton Schultz is not there. I'm talking about guys. See, them top, let me see, them top 5 names for sure. If you give them a linebacker, they're gonna hit their goal. They're gonna hit their goal on the goal post. They're gonna hit their head on the goal post. If you give George Kittle a linebacker one-on-one, he'll have 200 yards receiving. If you give Travis Kelce one-on-one with a linebacker, Travis Kelce gonna have 200 yards. If you give Darren Waller one-on-one with a linebacker like Schultz gets, Darren Waller is gonna get a 200 yards in a game. If you give Mark Andrews a linebacker one-on-one the whole game, Mark Andrews is going to get 200 yards in a game. If you give Dalton Schultz one-on-one with a linebacker, he is not going to give you 200 yards. He might give you 78 yards. He might give you 89 yards. He may even have 1 or 2 touchdowns in there, and that's going to be from the red zone. I'm talking about a difference maker. That's what I'm talking about. And you pay difference makers. You don't pay potential. No. Jake Ferguson, our second tight end this year, he's going, and we're going to find out about him real quick because the Cowboys going to have to know what they're dealing with because Schultz not going to be here next year. Schultz not going to be here next year. Especially if you have a good year. If Schultz have the same stats that he had last year, the Cowboys are not going to pay him long term. Somebody else is going to pay him, and he's going to leave. It's just the truth. Y'all know that. If the Cowboys valued him that much, they would have paid him. So this will be his last year. Now, and this is a theory of mine, and then I'll be through after this. Now, when you're playing on a franchise tag and you've been in a contract dispute or you want some money and the team didn't pay you, usually this is when a player all of a sudden start getting little knick-knack injuries and want to sit out and don't want to get hurt and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, I wouldn't, and you're not happy, okay? You're not happy. You're not happy because you didn't get what you wanted. You're not happy. This is when the attitude starts showing up. This is when the drama starts showing up. This is when you start saying, I got a hamstring issue. This is when you start, because you don't want to get hurt because it's potentially going to mess up your money from next year, for next year. The chances of players just playing all out when they just out on a franchise tag with no guaranteed money, those players are usually a little ticked off. They're not looking at it as a tryout for the next year. They want to get paid. They need some money because if they get hurt, guess what? Their value goes down. What could be a $10 million player, if he tears his ACL, you will not get $10 million from the new team. The question is, what is Dalton Schultz going to do now? What is his attitude going to be like? Is he going all out? Is he going to be ready to sit out? Is he going to raise his hand up talking about I need to come out the game? All of this comes into play now because he's not getting paid. He's not. And Jake Ferguson, from our rookie tight end, is going to have to step it up this year. If not, we go to the draft, Joe. Joe say, what do we do? You got 2 choices. You go to draft or you sign a veteran tight end. It's not hard. Dalton Schultz is not that special that he can't be replaced. George Kittle can't be replaced. There's only one of him. Kelce. They don't grow them type on the tree. Darren Waller. No, he's different. Mark Andrews. If you don't have these guys in your lineup, You know it's not there. It's a difference. Defensive coordinators game plan against them top 5 guys right there. Them top 5. They game plan against Kyle Pitts. They game plan for Waller. They game plan for Kittle. They game plan for Kelsey. They game plan for these guys. They don't game plan for Dalton Schultz. Y'all know that. No. They don't do that. When you look at the team, we ain't even talking about last year. Let's talk about your defensive coordinator. Everybody on here. Who you game planning for in the passing game? You game planning for CeeDee Lamb. If Tony Pollard is in the game, you game planning for Tony Pollard because you don't know where he's going to line up. You're game planning even for Gallup when he come back. And depending on Tolbert this year, I got a feeling he's going to do some damage. You ain't game playing against Dalton Schultz. Matter of fact, you're saying, I'll give you Dalton Schultz. I'll let him have 10 catches for 78 yards. He just not going to beat me. He not going to beat me. CeeDee Lamb can beat me. James Washington, he might can beat me. Tolbert, he might beat me. Tony Pollard lining up out there on wide receiver in the slot. He can beat me. I give you Dalton Schultz. I give you his 10 catches or 8 catches for 69 or 82 yards or whatever. I'll give you that. I'm just not gonna let them other guys beat me. Dalton Schultz is not that guy. He shouldn't get paid like the guy. I'm sorry if Cleveland messed it up for everybody when they paid Njoku. Cleveland messed it up. And Dalton Schultz think he better than Njoku, and I believe that he is. But the mistake was made when Cleveland paid Njoku. And the Cowboys saying, we're not going to make that same mistake that Cleveland made. We're not going to do that. And they shouldn't. And so today I applaud Stephen Jones because he made, I applaud what he did. I applaud it. Look, smart move by Stephen Jones. You rarely hear that from me, but you're hearing it today. Very, very, very smart move. All right? That's all I got to say about it. Now y'all come on, talk to me. That's fine. The phone line is open. You see it on the ticker. On Podbean, it's open. All you got to do is call in, and we are ready to go. Let's see what's going on here. I see. Call in real quick. Let me turn the line on. All you got to do is call it in, and we ready to roll. Let's see if y'all agree with me or you disagree. I don't care what y'all say. I don't think we should have paid him. Ain't nobody gonna convince me. Don't pay him. He don't deserve that type of money. He may deserve to get paid. He deserved to get paid. I would like him there because he works in the offense. I don't want to say like he just trash. He works in the offense, but he don't work like them top 5 right there. He ain't Gronkowski now. Good Lord. Come on now. Come on now. He's just not that guy. Phone line is open. All you got to do is call in. Waiting on you now. Let's go to work. I'm switching between Podbean and StreamYard. Waiting in on you now. Let's see here. I see, Coach, you did call in. Okay. I think you're there, Coach.
Hello?
Yeah, you there. I hear you. Come on, talk to me, Coach.
Man, I got 3 things I need to unpack with you on this, man. I'm going to briefly jump on Dalton Schultz. Great move by Stephen Jones. I don't really say that too often. Listen, Cowboy fans. First, the last issue that you brought up about, maybe one of the guys on franchise tags, and they don't come up with these injuries and stuff. This is not going to happen with Dalton Schultz because he's not that that guy, he knows he's got to put up even better numbers to get that bag from other teams like he wants to get, because they understand, football people understand the Cowboys offense and understand some of the limitations of him being a big play guy. You don't play safety nets. You can find safety nets. And I'm not saying Dalton Schultz is not a good player for this team, but safety nets, you can find guys. So Dalton Schultz needs to ball out again this year. But in cases he does ball out, listen, Cowboy fans, if you really want to keep Dalton Schultz, tag him next year. It'll cost you between $13 to $14 million, which would be probably a $3 million raise from what he's getting this year. You're getting more salary cap. The salary cap is going to go up. If not, if you want to do it, you could do it back the same way you did last year. You can go let him go out there and test the market and see what to bring him as a salary. If you feel like you want to match it, you can match it, and you can probably keep Dalton Schultz here. It's not that big of an issue about if you're going to lose him or not. You should have done that the first time by letting the market try. But don't worry about it. We hope he plays better than he played last year. If he does, he'll still be in the Cowboy uniform next year. So if he doesn't, he'll sign for less money.
Cause he's not that dude. That's why he said less money. But go ahead.
That's right, and he knows he's not. Schultz knows that he's not that guy that's going to say, "Oh, I can sit out," and people gonna think I'm Waller or Kittles or somebody, and they're gonna just say, "Oh, we're gonna give you the bag next year of the top tight end money because of 800 yards and a couple touchdowns in the offense that we know that provided you to be a safety net." They're not gonna do that. But I hope, and not saying he's a bad player. He's good for us, and I hope he has a great year. But don't worry about it. Good move by the Cowboys. Second point. You open up the show about the linebackers, and I'm gonna give you a conspiracy theory here. I talked to Boss Cowboy. He had a chance to have some up close. He showed a show yesterday, but I talked to him before that. He had a chance to have going a little training that the linebackers, the new guys, was in. Even Story Jackson and Sam's and these guys were doing offseason a couple of days ago. And in his film study, he's very impressed by these young linebackers coming in. This is my conspiracy here, Big Show. We're not signing Barr. Well, we got a lot of people clamoring about Barr. I'm clamoring about it, you clamoring about it. But sometimes I don't trust Steven in the point of, okay, we're going to sign these other guys that could do the job if they have the opportunity in training camp, probably could do what we want them to do, because we're not asking that middle linebacker to do nothing but be a headbanger. We got other pieces around him. Only thing we need him to be is a headbanger. But we assign these other guys, so people will say, well, they undrafted guys or they guys that's been on practice squads, and we really don't give them a real shot. And then when LVE comes out, because we didn't give them a real shot, we say, oh, LV is the best choice. He won the job. And everybody else will say, well, yeah, maybe LVE is the better guy because those guys undrafted. But these guys really didn't get a shot to make the team. You couldn't play that role with an Anthony Barr or a veteran linebacker, and people will be like, well, no, I don't know if LVE beat that Anthony Barr out or Hitchison. I don't think that happened. But you could play that role with guys that's unknown, even though they might be better. And then you could cut the talk about Anthony Barr because you can sign linebackers. You did what we asked you to do. I don't trust Stephen Jones because I believe, again, they just trying to protect LVE spot on this team.
By not bringing in, you're saying by not bringing in competition. I like that.
Right. So we just want to make sure, because these guys don't get it twisted, people. These guys that they brought in are big. All these guys that they even brought in free agency. I mean, free agent, undrafted free agency. drafted at linebacker and the 2 guys that just signed, all of them are more athletic and more physical than LVE and Lou Gifford.
Especially Malik Jackson.
All of them. So it will not be because they're going to make the team because they're more athletic or they're more physical than these guys. You're only going to say that, well, they're veterans. But we understand Lou Gifford hadn't had no time really in the mix. And LVE film shows that he's not instinctive enough to make plays because he runs he ran a 4.64 coming out of college. So I'm sure that's about a 4.7 now. And we know he's not physical. So if you give these guys a chance, they can probably do what you want them to do in middle linebacker. And middle linebacker, the only thing we want is a head knocker that's aggressive. He doesn't have to be worried about mistakes because we got people beside him and a good unit that he could just be aggressive. And that's where we want somebody who's out there to be bang heads and be a dog beside Parsons. Okay? That's my conspiracy. I just hope these guys get a full opportunity to make this team.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So that's where I see it. And I think sometimes it's a smoke screen. I'll say, yeah, well, people say we need to get linebackers and we'll go out and sign these other guys. So if we don't give them a full opportunity, the novice fans out here say, well, they must have wasn't that good because they wasn't on no other team. That don't mean they didn't win the job.
Yeah. I like it. Your conspiracy make a lot of sense, but go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what, it might be a smoke screen because I've seen it before when you try to protect guys to keep them on this team. All right. So that's my conspiracy theory on that. The last thing I wanted to unwrap with this is about I gave you a comment. I love McCarthy's situation he has this year. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not saying I hadn't been a fan of McCarthy, but I'm saying if I was McCarthy, I would love this situation. He's not in a situation, Cowboy fans, where we're telling him or his organization is not screaming at him that he's got to win and he's got garbage. He's got the Giants roster and you trying to tell him that he's got to win now with the Giants roster or the Jacksonville Jaguars roster. He has a roster that was 12-5 and didn't get blown out of any games. He has a top quarterback.
Except that
He's
Denver
got
game.
2 top running backs and a potentially good receiver.
Yeah. That Denver game, he got 8 of them, though.
Right. Denver game, well, every team has a team
that bad
game. A game that they have a hiccup in.
Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. I would love this. This is pressure that I love because I already know I got the goods. And if I fail, I ain't got no problem with you cutting me loose because I shouldn't fail with the roster I got. So I would love this position. You can talk all you want. You could be all about, man, Peyton and doing this and that. And yes, they could be better. But I am in a perfect situation to make you eat your words because I got horses.
Yeah. It would be even better, Coach, if he had more control of it, though. See, I'm one of the ones that believe that if I'm gonna go out swinging the way I want to. He don't have that. He unfortunately is in the hands of Kellen Moore because he is not doing anything on offense, and he's not doing nothing on defense. So yeah, I can't. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out swinging my own hand. I ain't leaning on Kellen Moore. I'm gonna have some input on how this stuff goes. So I agree with your premise. I agree with it 100%. but he don't have that type of situation.
I got something to piggyback on when I say about how good this team, and I think sometimes we overlook this. Boss had a show late last other night, and I was just thinking, and I brought up something, and I listened to people talking about, well, you know something, we not as good as we were talent wise as last year. And I said, well, let me think about this. Mark Cooper missed what, 3-4 games?
Yeah, he wasn't getting the ball them games anyway.
And Lyle Collins missed 5 games of suspension, and we played our best football.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony and Randy Gregory, great guy, but missed 4 games himself.
Mm-hmm.
We lost those guys for those amount of games, and we still was 12-5.
Yeah.
But then I had to think about the defense. And when I said, man, could this defense be epic? And I said, Big Show, I said, man, when I look at this defense from last year, this has got to be one of the defense from last year. Understand me, Cowboy fans, understand Big Show. The defense from last year, as long as I've been coaching and playing and watching football, the defense of last year had to be the most impressive thing I have seen in my entire life of football. And you said, well, Coach, you're crazy. You must be, wait a minute. They weren't the top-ranked defense. But then I had to go through it, and this is the list right here of what this defense went through, and we don't even talk about this. Randy Gregory missed 5 games, 4 to 5 games. D-Law missed 9, 10 games. Tristan Hill missed 6 or 7 games. You had
Gallimore missed all of them, just about.
Gallimore missed about 10 games.
Exactly.
The 2 safeties that you brought in, one you brought in right at the beginning of training camp, Hooker, and the other one, KZ, you brought in, both were coming off Achilles injuries from the year before. You drafted a cornerback in the second round saying that he's going to be your second corner.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even start but 1 game, as what hurt 3 or 4 games himself, and Anthony Brown had to play a all-world year for himself and was ranked the 6th best corner in the NFL.
Yeah. Urban didn't play. Urban didn't play.
Yeah, Irvin didn't play. He was brought in to be your run stopper.
Yeah, he was brought in to be the main guy.
2 games, and then he was out the whole year. You brought Cox in. Cox was supposed to be a gem as a linebacker. He played about 5 games, and then he blew his knee out, and he was out the rest of the year. You play with LVE, and we see that his stats of 70 tackles, he didn't play as well at all. You did, and then you had Dan Quinn coming in for the first year with new coaches, with young players like 3rd and 4th round draft picks. Golston didn't practice the whole training camp because of hamstring, and you still got work out of him. You got people that stepped up and did it, and this team went from 31st in defense to 12th. That's historic. To go through all of what I just named. Donovan Wilson missed 6 games. All this what we talked about, and this team went from 31st in defense to 12th. So Cowboy fans, what do you think this defense is going to be if we are virtually more healthy this year, and then we added a couple of little role pieces in the draft? What do you think this defense can do this year?
Oh, yeah. Makes total sense.
So if I'm McCarthy, and I just seen that, and I lost a tackle on the offense that I was dependent on, and we still won 5 games in a row. Tyron Smith was out 4 games, and he still won 12 games. We had 2 receivers. CeeDee Lamb missed a couple of games. Mark Cooper missed games. Dak Prescott hurt his calf. If I'm McCarthy, you can talk all you want about Sean Payton. I got some horses in the stable, and we went through a gamut of problems, and we still was 12-5. I would love his position.
I like it. I like it. I like what you're saying, Coach. I like what you're saying. I
Because
appreciate
if he
it.
don't make it, he ought to be fired.
Oh, well, that's that's huge, and I agree. And I think that everybody knows it's gonna happen, but there's another element that's kind of under that too, and that's
What's that?
the media. The media is going because they hear the noise, and if they already kind of they ain't gonna never admit it, but if there is some type of this is just my thought real quick. See, I believe that the players identify more with Coach Quinn anyway. That's just me. And I believe that is the transition would be even easier. And Dan Quinn is so talented as a coach, but he's a coach that wouldn't want to stir up the nest. Sean Payton would want power and all that kind of stuff. Dan Quinn wouldn't. These guys run through a wall for Coach Quinn right now. And he's already proven, I believe, that that's really that if that be the case. I'm just saying that I just don't believe that Coach McCarthy is really gonna get the fair chance just because of the way things are structured already. That's why I know he can coach. I just don't think he's gonna get a chance to coach. And
Well,
that's what's gonna be his
I say this.
downfall. That's what's gonna be the downfall.
I'll say this right quick, Big Show, and I understand your point about that. And the reason why I believe that players have a more connection to Quinn is this reason. Players do not like for you to give them built-in excuses.
Mm-hmm.
So with all the adversity the defense went through, he kept playing and he kept challenging players, and he did use an excuse that this guy, that guy's down, that we are not expected to play well. The offense, to me, and the Cowboys use this offense. When we say if Tyron Smith goes down, oh Lord, the sky's falling.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose a guy, a linebacker or a receiver, oh, what we gonna do? Or we got to get more receivers. We got to go get another receiver. We got to get. They don't use it, and that comes from Dan Quinn's experience. And this is where Kellen Moore has missed because he have skipped steps.
Yeah.
And to go to your thing about the media is going to keep throwing these things out here to start confusion.
Exactly.
But this is what the Cowboys have already set the precedence, because this is what they promoted. I keep telling you, they're promoting the star. And the star means seen, talked about relentlessly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're promoting, and that's what people are giving them. What they want to be seen, talked about relentlessly, and that's what they're giving. But I'm just telling you, fans, yes, you might not want to drink the Kool-Aid, but this team, if you were to give this team to any of these great coaches in the NFL, they wouldn't probably change not one bit. Mm-hmm. And they would say this roster is enough to win a championship.
Love it. Appreciate you, Coach. Thanks for the call in, brother, as always.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you. Another great call in by one and only Coach Mar, as usual, always dropping bombs. And the phone line is open for those that else want to call in. Do you applaud Stephen Jones today like me? I think he deserves much credit. With no ridicule, at least in this area. I give him 100% credit. I ain't bringing up Jared Jones because this, we got to start. Yeah, exactly. Coach said, Joe said, I agree with everything that Coach said. Yeah, I agree too. I even agree with his conspiracy theory. I even agree with that one. I just don't believe, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to make this about a Coach McCarthy show because, see, I'm going to save all that probably by week 5 of this season. A lot of the stuff that you and I have said on this show, a lot of it is going to happen. Like, for instance, Coach McCarthy, is he just going to be, hold the phone in his arms and there on the sideline with no input except at halftime? When he says, probably, Kelly, we need to run the ball more. But, I mean, that ain't coaching. We know we need to run the ball more. As far as that goes, is Kellen Moore going to be Kellen Moore? Is he still going to be the same old guy who get pass happy? See, this I'm saving all this until week 5 or so, because we'll know by then. It'll be the same old thing. We'll know all that. Are we gonna be right about Dan Quinn again? How good is this defense really gonna be? Because I don't think that we're gonna get the turnovers like we had last year. That don't mean that we're not a good defense, but we could substitute that by having a whole bunch of 3 and outs. You see what I'm saying? I don't think D is gonna have 12 interceptions this year. That ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. I don't know. And that's a lot of, you had a lot of turnovers. But I believe this defense is gonna be rock solid, and we still gonna get turnovers, but I don't think it's gonna be like it was last year. That these are questions that's gonna be asked in a few more days. I have another serious question, because me personally, I don't think that Dalton Schultz will be here next year. Especially if he just had the same numbers next year. Like Coach said, we could franchise him, but I don't see, I don't see it. Especially if Ferguson step up this year. They're going to give him every opportunity. I'm telling y'all going to fall in love with Ferguson this year. I really believe that, because I believe he's going to get opportunity, because they got to find out if this guy is the guy. And he going to have to show it rather quickly, because they're going to have to make a decision on Schultz. They're not going to pay him long term. The question is going to be next year, can we afford not to keep him on this roster by franchising him again? That's what the question is going to be. And they got to find out if Ferguson is the truth. That's going to be very interesting this year. And no, he probably not going to have the stats of Schultz, because Schultz is going to be the starter. But if you see that ability and you see the blocking, and if they like it, they're going to let Schultz just walk. They'll franchise somebody else. That's what's going to happen. And I believe that. And so it all goes back to the original point, and that's Stephen Jones. For once, it may be another 50 shows before I give him credit. But on today, my show is fair. If you do right, I give you credit. If you do wrong, I'm going to say you did wrong. On today, Stephen Jones deserves 100% credit for not doing what I thought he would do. And that was, I thought he was going to sign Dalton Schultz to a long-term deal. I applaud him today. I really do. I really do. I really do applaud him today. I really do. I can't take it from him. I can't take it from him. I can't take it from him. Okay? Now, I'm done today. I didn't use my voice. I got to preach tomorrow. I have to preach on tomorrow. So I'm fit to go rest and lock in and get ready for tomorrow. And I'm fit to get out of here and get to my meditation stage in a minute. Listen, I will be with you guys on actually, let me see. There's tomorrow evening, I will be on my joining the guys from the All Sports All Plays Network, the Lakers one-on-one podcast, where we get together and talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'll be a guest on there tomorrow evening. as one of the panelists. You guys can join me tomorrow evening. I'll go live from my pages, their stuff, but I'm just a participant. So, but if you're interested in Los Angeles Laker talk, I put it on the Big Time Show page as well. We have fun on there. Very interesting takes on there. You guys can join me on tomorrow night. Now, as far as the Big Time Show, of course, you can join me on Monday at 7 p.m. Monday night. Ooh, maybe not Monday night at 7 p.m. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you, get you in my business. I may not be with you on Monday night at 7 p.m. I probably won't. The reason why I'm not going to be with you on Monday night at 7 p.m. is because I have a dentist appointment. And I'm going to get fine, and I'm 49 years old, and I'm going to get my wisdom teeth pulled. I've got all 4 of them. I don't know if all 4 of them are coming out, or I'm just getting a couple of them out, or whatever the case may be, but I'm getting them taken out. And y'all know, for those that have had your wisdom teeth pulled, you already know what I'm getting ready to go through. So I will not be with you on Monday night. I promise you that. I will not. Y'all gonna have to forgive me on that. So y'all just stay tuned. I'll be with you once my mouth swell, the swelling go down, and I don't look like pop out of Sailor Man by the mouth. It look like I've been in a boxing match with Tyson Fury. So I don't I don't want to look like that coming in. So y'all just forgive me. I'll come back with you. I'll be putting posts up. I'll be putting some posts up on there for you guys. And hopefully you guys will comment that way. Y'all let me have this little time. I got to get it done. I'm biting holes in my jaw. So, I got to get it done. All right. So y'all rob me that liberty. I'll be with you guys probably on Saturday of next week, I think. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. So we'll be with you when we can. Let me just say it like that. We'll be with you when we can. All right. I appreciate you. Yeah, Miss Ty. Yeah, we gotta get ready for it. All right. So we'll see you on when we see you. I appreciate everybody that was hanging with me. Finally, as you can see by the ticker there, if you're on Podbean right now, if you want to support the podcast, push that red bag that you see there. And help me in that way if you can. And if you can do that for me, I would appreciate it. All you're doing is making the decision on how much monthly you want to support the podcast. It could be $2, $3, $5, or whatever you want to do. You make that decision, just push that red bag, follow those little instructions, and you can do it that way. If you're on looking at me, you see it, Cash App, $, the Big Time Show, or primarily the Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. You can do that. And again, it's a monthly thing that you can do to promote and support the podcast. It's up to you. It's not required, but it would be appreciated if you will become a subscriber. I put you in my little Facebook group that I have with people who have supported the podcast. You can do that as well. I will do that. Once you make it, I'll put you in there, and every now and then I'll go ahead and I put some little comments in there. We may have a discussion in my little Facebook group there that's not here on live. So I appreciate you. If you want to do that, you can do that. Again, $, the Big Time Show, that's Cash App. And you can do that subscription there, which is the Big Time Show 3, as you see on the ticker, Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. You can do that, and I would appreciate it. I may not be with you guys at all next week. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. It's a really good possibility I may be off for this entire week. But stay tuned. I will be back. But I just got to get some things done health-wise, okay? I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me. We will see you when we see you. You know how we end it, y'all. If you're on Podbean, you know what to do. Put your hands together right now. If you're on Facebook, let me see. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, put your hands together. Y'all know we party when we get out of here. Groove to the beat. We all have different opinions about the Cowboys, how we can get it together, how we can build a team, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. That's what this show is for. Everybody's opinion is valued. But at the end of the day, guess what? We party when we get out of here. Everybody on the dance floor. Everybody on the dance floor. Ain't no doubt about it. That's how we do it here. We can debate. We can argue if you even want to. I ain't gonna argue with you. But we can debate. We can argue. Y'all can argue in the chat box. I don't care. I ain't gonna argue with you. This is what the family is all about, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody that rock with me. I appreciate it because you don't have to. But you know what we're getting ready to do. Let's get on out of here. I'll see y'all when I see you. All right. Y'all pray for me as I speak on tomorrow. I would appreciate it. All right. And y'all come back. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just mending. That's what I'm telling y'all before it gets started. I'm just mending. But once I mend, I'm coming out the cage. For the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big Time Show.